Okay, so before you even think about buying any funded accounts, before you think about passing any funded accounts, I just gave you the secrets to passing your funded account. You already know the trick. You know how much to risk per trade. This is what I want you to do. I want you to go and backtest you passing your funded accounts twice. How are you going to do that? It's simple. I want you to go to a time frame like the daily time frame, right? And this is how I genuinely want you to backtest. On the daily time frame, you can kind of cheat. If you say, okay, I'm gonna go backtest here, you can already see that we were in a bull run. So you kind of already know whatever setups you're gonna take is gonna be long. You're gonna say, no, but I'm gonna backtest optimally. I really won't cheat. No, you will. So how I used to backtest is I would come over to the right side of my screen and I would shrink everything down. Just like this. Now there's genuinely no cheating. I don't know what trend we are in this market. And then I'll go to a random day, click, then zoom back out. Now I can see where we're at on the chart. I will go back to the 1 hour time frame, find the closest New York session, because that's what I trade. If you trade Asia session, find the closest Asia session. If you trade London session, find the closest London session. I'll find the closest New York session, which was Wednesday, July 10th. I will go to Forex Factory, Wednesday, July 10th, 2024. I'll go to July of 2024. Wednesday, July 10th. Federal Chairman Powell speaks at 9 a.m. So there's news at 9. And I will genuinely trade it. If I find a setup, depending on if I'm aggressive or if I'm conservative, if I'm aggressive, if I find a setup on that Wednesday, I would risk $1,000 on that trade, aiming for a 1.5. If I win, I will trade Thursday. If I win, congratulations, I just passed my account. I will do that at least 2 times. I recommend 3. 2 to 3 times back testing. Why? Because you need to give yourself proof of concept that it works. That even if you were going to catch a 1 to 6 that day, you can be okay with your 1 to 5, 1 to 1.5, because the next day it'll give you another 1 to 1.5. You have to learn to be okay with that. And then after you do that, this is the step that a lot of people might not want to do because you're very, very eager to just move on into the funded account, is that now you need to do it twice with forward testing on paper trading account. It's the same thing. You mark out all your session opens, highs, lows, see if any session trade occurs, inverse fair value gap, whatever you get into your trade, and then you see if you can catch a move. This is how you practice efficiently. Okay, but you don't want to practice just passing your funded account. You want to practice actually, being consistent at trading. You know what I used to do for that instead? I would genuinely pick a random year, find January, and start from January. The first day of January I'll be trading, which will likely be the 8th, and I would backtest the entire year. Have you done that before? Backtested an entire year? I've done that multiple times. I think I have 2024's market data memorized for gold. Because after a while on TradingView, it won't let you go back too far anymore. So I don't even know if it will let me do 2023 or 2022. I think I have all of 22 because that's all I could do. So I kept backtesting 2024. Various times, to the point where I'll get frustrated because I already know what the market was going to do that day. So then I'll switch to backtest in the London session. This is how you optimally backtest. And after you backtest, forward test. Pass your funded accounts with fake money. Show yourself proof of concept. The brain likes proof. Does what I'm doing genuinely work? And journal it. If you go with the conservative approach, about how long does it take you to pass one account? If you go with the aggressive approach, how long does it take you to pass one account? How many times do you blow an account? If you do the aggressive approach 5 times, how many trades would you blow? I've done my data. If I go for 5 accounts, I will blow 1 with the aggressive approach. I'll take that deal any day. Because once I trade normally on all those 4 accounts, every single one of those accounts will get a payout. Because I'm not overly risking anymore. So I will take that bet any day. 5 accounts and I'll only blow 1 and keep 4. And then on each of those 4 accounts, I get a payout. That's more than a 10x on investment. That's it. That's everything I have for y'all in this video because it's pretty simple. Backtest it first to give yourself proof of concept. Forward test it to also give yourself the extra confidence, and then dive right deep into your funded accounts. And let me know how you pass it, because I know you will. If you do what I'm telling you, you will. But with that being said, that's everything I have for y'all in this video. And then I have one more final video for you. And then I'll wrap up this accelerator program, man. See y'all boys in the next video.